Hello, it's your boy MrCV. I'm back. I'm back with another special talk. And I'm back again. This is my second talk. So obviously, like I said, I'm still getting used to it. Obviously, there's still many things as well, like the things that we're going to improve as we go along and as we keep improving. Today, I want to talk about highly effective people. First of all, let me start with what is a highly effective person? What is an effective person? So, effectiveness is about doing a few things to an exceptional standard. So he's doing it at a very, very high standard. And obviously that could be anything. Obviously things such as this YouTube, Spotify and everything I'm doing. Obviously I do want it to be a high standard, but obviously I do realize that it's going to take a bit of time as well. But let me go into this part. He says the 7 habits of highly effective people. So this is by Stephen R. Covey. So one of it says, be proactive. We spend too much time worrying about things on which we have no control. Sorry about that. We spend too much time worrying about things on which we have no control. Stuff that we can do nothing about. Instead, focus on things we can change and do it proactively before we are forced to do something about it. Expand the circle of influence. So obviously we have the circle of influence and this circle of concern. So obviously a lot of the time, people do need to be proactive because a lot of the time people spend time just on their phones doing nothing, even doing this as well. I like to talk. I like to share my thoughts, share my knowledge and think about things. So instead of just wasting it talking on the phone or just watching movies or doing anything, I like to be proactive and actually do things such as these as well, to put that there. He says, begin with the end in mind. Number 2 is begin with the end in mind. If we don't know where we want to go, how will we ever get there? Envision your future using both logic and imagination. Let it be based on principles. Write down your own mission statements. Imagine what your friends, family, colleagues, community would tell about you in your funeral. What would you want them to say? Write it down. So obviously, what he's basically trying to say is obviously look at the end goal. Look at what you want to achieve. What do you want to do? In my channel, if you've been listening to me or watching me on YouTube, MrCV, in my channel, one thing I talk about is life is a motto. No, one thing I talk about is life is a CV. Make your CV the best you can. So which goes with my analogy about life being a CV, life being a lot of the experience, things you experience. Through those, you share your knowledge. So make yourself the best you can because trust me, that's what it is. So with that itself, I've been able to expand myself, created other YouTube channels, starting this as well. So envision what you want to do and go for it. Be proactive, like the first number 1 part of the habits of being effective. Be proactive. Just go for it. I remember when before I started my YouTube channel, a lot of people were saying, do this, do that, do this. But a friend of mine just said, look, just start. As soon as you start, many things are going to open up for you. And that's what I did. And from there, MrCV has just been growing. Obviously, like I said, like the previous week, we've just hit 1,000 listeners on, not 1,000 listeners, people listen to my videos or watch my videos 1,000 times on Spotify, which is a lot. And obviously on YouTube as well, I'm still growing, I'm still developing. So, and I'm not even there yet. I still have lots of places to go. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 says, put first things first. List down everything you want to do. You will see that they will fall into 4 categories. Important and urgent, important and not urgent, not important and urgent, not important and not urgent. Once you put them down in the matrix, you know what to do. You know what to do. So basically just saying, write things down. What are things that are very, very important for you? Like for example, now I've made it, I'm going to make it a habit now to try and record this once a week because it's quite easy, relaxing. I just have to sit down and talk. And my talking will bring me greatness. And I've always believed that. I've always said that. So it's just about sitting down, talking, sharing my knowledge. And it doesn't take anything away from me. A lot of the time I spend 1 hour, 2 hours also talking on the phone with my friends. So why not do it and share it to people? And you never know. We might be listening. You never know. If you are listening, drop a comment in the comment section or drop me a message on Instagram as well. And I'll really appreciate you giving that motivation to continue. Number 4, it says think win-win. Sooner or later, we realize that we are not only We not only owe a lot to the society we live in, we also understand that our success depends on others' success. Life is not a zero-sum game. When we make it a habit to see how others can benefit from our actions, from our decisions, we are better off for that. The world is too connected for us to think win-lose. So obviously, he's just telling you to have a win-win mentality. So regardless of maybe one person listening to you, 20 people listening to you, 1,000 people listening to you, it doesn't really matter. The fact that you've taken that step, you've been proactive, and you've put yourself out there, that itself should give you a lot of confidence, to be honest with you. It should give you a lot of confidence. And it should, every minute, that's why I say every minute that someone listens to me or someone watches me, that gives me the motivation to continue. And that's what I keep doing. So, and that's how you got to think. Give me 1 second. So in the next part, it says, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Even when you're arguing with your opponents, it's a good form to first understand their arguments and try and express them even better than they can. It is even more important that we are family, colleagues will then uh, tell you about you nothing. What would you? Oh, sorry, I got that wrong. Number 5. Even when you are arguing with your opponents, it's a good form to first understand that they argue their arguments and even try to express them better than they can. It is more important that we are interacting with our friends, colleagues, and other collaborators. Listen, understand, and only then open your mouth. So basically, what he's trying to say is, don't be too quick to speak. In the Bible, even says, even a fool, a person is considered a fool when he's quiet. So sometimes you have to listen. A lot of the time when I see people, they're too quick to listen to respond rather than listening to listen to understand. So a lot of the time, sometimes it's better just to be quiet, learn, and then add an impactful contribution than rather just say something and then you have to go back and take back. The last part, number 6, it says synergize. Synergy changes the conventional math. 2 and 2 is not 4, but 5 or 6 or 7. The whole is more than the sum of its parts. Teamwork. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, team up. So he's basically talking about working with different people. 2 heads is better than 1. So it's better to work with different people. And you gain more ideas, you gain more knowledge, you gain a different perspective on things. And that's what basically I'm getting from this. The last part is sharpen your saw. Abraham Lincoln said, give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Your axe is your body, mind, and soul. Run, exercise, study, and meditate. So on this last part, it's talking about getting yourself physically and mentally prepared for what my understanding is. Obviously, with a lot of these things that we do in terms of social media and everything, it does come with a lot of pressure. And some people are not ready for that pressure. Trust me, some people are not ready for that pressure. And that pressure could be the amount of views you get. Some people might get 1 or 2 views and it also demotivates them from continuing. Someone like myself, whether I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 views, I'm going to continue going. I'm going to keep going because my idea of MrCV is something I created, is something I'm proud of, and it's something I want to continue as well. So listen, that's the 7 habits of an effective person. Obviously, if you can think of any more or you want to add more, drop it in the comment section, drop it. Let's have a conversation. And also continue to support your boy, MrCV. A lot of these videos that I'm doing is going to be on my other channel, which is CV Junk. That's what I'm going to be posting on my main channel. So help, share, like, subscribe, and also go check out my main channel, which is MrCV, and my second channel, which is CV Junk. So if you're interested in football, there's also CV Football as well. But listen, if you want to get involved, if you have a contribution that you want to make, drop it in the comment section and get in contact with myself and let's get this channel popping. It's your boy, MrCV. Have a nice